Hi guys, welcome to the Rainbow Wolf channel. This is Anna, and I have a few minutes, so I thought why not pick up where we left last time. We from chapter 4 of the Mayan factor. So this is gonna be a quick read. So here we go. When we look carefully at the individual frame unit, we see that each of the 13 numbers is contained at least twice. We also note that the frame is 26 units per side, fractal of the total of 260. While the total number is 52, is a fractal of 5,200 tons diameter of the galactic synchronization beam. We also see that the loom can naturally be broken down into components of 13 sets of 4 units each, starting with the corners of moving inward. Thus, the first set of number 1, 7, 13, and 7. The second set is 9, 13, 5, 1. The third set is 4, 6, 10, 8, until we get to the center of 6, 7, 8, and 7. Each of the 13 sets of 4 adds up to 28, the number of the days in a vague lunar month. 28 times 13 equals to 364. The numbers of days in a vague lunar year. 364 can also be factored as 7 times 52. Of the 52 units of the loom of the Maya, 7 is contained 8 times. Indeed, where the 7 appears an almost perfect symmetry, pattern is disclosed. The position of 1 and 13, which each appear twice, also creates a complementary pattern to each other. Finally, if one counts the intervals between the 52 numbers units of the loom, one finds that there are 60 such intervals. If one starts at the upper left corner, for instance, the intervals are between 1 and 9, and 9 and 4, and 4 and 12, and 12 and 7, and 7 and 2, and 2 and 3, etc. Nothing the difference between the numbers that creates the intervals. We arrive at the interval number. Here, maybe I should show you guys this picture. Loom of the Maya. Okay. Thus, starting with the upper, wait, did I write that part? No. Thus, starting with the upper left-hand corner, we find that the interval number to be 8, 5, 8, 5, 5, etc. Indeed, if we look carefully, we see that the intervals, maybe I read that, I'm sorry. We find the interval number to be 8. Wait. Okay, let's do this again. Jeez. I'm a mess. So I don't know if I read this part or not, but I'm gonna read it again if I did. Whatever. So starting with the upper left-hand corner, we find the interval number to be 8, 5, 8, 5, 5, etc. Indeed, if we look carefully, we see that the interval numbers on the axis that runs from the upper left to lower right are either 8 or 5, which adds up to 13. While all of the interval numbers of the axis running from upper right to lower left are either 6 or 7, again adding up to 13. Finally, the interval number of the vertical axis of the 52-unit galactic looms are always 1. If one adds to the possible interval number 1, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 8, the total is 27. If adds all of the 60 interval numbers, the total is 270, whose key factor is 9. Thus, while 7 is the key factor of the sum of 52-unit loom, 9 and 13 were the key interval factors. Well, you may say, so what? All this means to be demonstrated here is the magical nature of a model or a system that is reciprocally self-contained. The loom is an analog of or hologram of the operating principle of the galaxy itself as a total self-contained system. Keeping in mind that the number represents symbolic qualities which describe the potential of our reality. Then we see that everything is interactive, independent, that all cycles feed on themselves, that nothing can be really described without describing everything, that the whole indeed is contained in the part. The loom of the Maya and the harmonic module woven by it comprise a genuine resonant keyboard for our use tonight, or dialing up galactic frequencies whose wave formations lie within our very being. Because we are galactic humans. We are. Let us turn then to the system of symbols and numbers that constitute the harmonic modules. Begin with the 13 numbers, as we saw, is considering the loom of the Maya. We gave a vertical frame of 13 columns. The 7th column in the center creates a symmetry pattern with 6 columns on each side. As we noted, the 7 stand alone, unmirrored. It mirrors all. This is important to bear in mind when we consider the 13 number rays, not ways. With the exception of the number 7, the other numbers may be viewed as complementary pair of mirroring each other. Thus, we have as a mirror symmetry numbers 1 complementary to 13, 2 and 12, 3 and 11, 4 and 10, 5 and 9, 6 and 8. The difference between the pair recapitulate an even number progression: 12, 10, 6, 8, 6, 4, 2, 7, has no mate, holds the center and reflects the total order. This is why we refer to 7 as the unmirrored whole mirroring the whole in one of its symmetry. Oh, here. See 1 through 13. Let's see what it says on the bottom. Yeah. I'm about to read this page. If they view the numbers as pulsation rays, each representing a particular resonance functioning that simultaneously pulses and radiates, then we have the following designations. 1. The pulsation rate of unity. 2. The pulsation rate of polarity. 3. The pulsation rate of rhythm. 4. The pulsation rate of measure. 5. The pulsation rate of center. 6. The pulsation rate of organic balance. 7. The pulsation rate of mystic power. 8. The pulsation rate of harmonic resonance. 9. The pulsation rate of cyclic periodicity. 10. Pulsation rate of manifestation. 11. The pulsation rate of dissonant structure. 12. The pulsation rate of complex stability. And 13. The pulsation rate of universal movement. And I don't know if you know this, but in Mayan, the numbers, a dot was 1, a line is 5. So 2 lines is 10. But anyways, I just wanted to explain that because that's how the numbers here. 1, 2, 3, then the line is 5, then the line and 1 dot is 6, and you guys get it. A brief review of the qualities represented by the numbers reveal progression. describing the formal nature underlying the appearance of things. If one represents the inherent unifying principle in all manifestations, 13 presents the dynamic movement present in everything and by which everything is ever changing, and at the same time vivified by the universal force of the Hunab Ku. I just love that, Hunab Ku. The number 1 through 9 represents the non-material principle of coherence, immanent in a governing and phenomenal experience, while 10 represents the principle allowing manifestation to occur based on the coherence of the preceding numbers. 11 represents the dynamic dissonance accounting for randomness and non-stability. 12, on the other hand, represents the principle of the complex stability which which accounts for the conservative organization force in nature. What time is it? I'm gonna have to end it here, you guys. But I hope you guys, this makes sense to you. If not, I would recommend you strongly to go back to the beginning of chapter 4, where I read the beginning so it can make more sense. So yeah, if you haven't watched my previous videos, I strongly recommend you guys to do that. So all these numbers and all this information makes a little bit of more sense. But yeah, I just have limited time here and I just wanted to read a little bit. So I'm gonna mark it here again. And I don't know when I will be able to do the next one. Hopefully this weekend. But yeah, this chapter is long. But again, we're reading The Mayan Factor by The Path Beyond Technology by Jose Arguelles. So anyways, you guys, I love you all. Yeah, and I'll see you guys next time in Lakesh. Mwah.